everybody. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. It's cold out there. Stay warm. Now, Sean Diddy Combs, it comes out that he dropped his lawsuit against Ciroc Vodka. He was suing them for racism, which other artists have mentioned that they have very prejudiced ways. Now, it's racism, understand, because they maintain power. Prejudice is somebody who just doesn't like. So people who don't like, that have no power, are prejudiced. When you have racism, you have a source of power that has derivatives to suppress and oppress the people that are claiming racism. All right, that's the difference. Prejudice is just more common. It's a white man walking down the street that don't like you. That's prejudice. Okay, that's what we're talking about now. We're look at what he's done. Look at how he's been tricked. This makes me think of First Peter 2:15. And dearly beloved, I beseech you as pilgrims and strangers, basically to abstain from fleshly lusts. Okay, that's what the basic generation. See, we can go through Galatians 6:15, Galatians 6:19, 1 Corinthians 6:15 too as well. That's off here. Don't quote me. But those First Corinthians, Thessalonians for sure, First Thessalonians and Galatians all mention these type of things, these lusts of the flesh that take us over and that force us to try and go into a different direction in that which God is trying to push us. So that's normalized. This is something that every man and woman must deal with and show themselves approved. Defeating this shows yourself approved. And if you do it, you need to Acts 28:28 ASAP and do it normally, because if you die in your sin, then you face the wicked ending, the second death. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Sean Diddy Combs has so much power, so much wealth and influence socially. He was a likable guy to a lot of people and higher up. And look, he couldn't even avoid his fleshly lusts. He chased after him. First Peter, he violated, and look what it did to him. Brought him down from his high seat. Put him in a place where he has to humble himself and look at certain people and talk a certain way because he's been exposed and outed amongst the community. This is very serious. Everyone needs to learn from this. This weakened a man who was on top of the world and literally could not even be indicted because he had so much power. But when he was weakened, it's like that's when the case came out, and then it just all collapsed like Jenga. See, we know that God even talks about that in the book of Colossians, how things fall down in a certain way when men do wicked things and chase after things and evil speaking without any remorse for what they do or any care for God, because God's the only one that could prevent you from facing that end that you don't want. But he chased it himself, and look at where he's at now. We all need to learn from this, because as black men, this is what they want from each and every one of us. They want us curled up in a ball, being broken. Even if we're wealthy, being broken. It ended up in a situation where now you got to depend on everyone else. That's what they want from us. Don't fall into the trap. Don't fall into the trap. P. Diddy fell into the trap because he was looking for things that he shouldn't have. God bless him. Hope everything's cool. But right here, this article dictates and details he was attempting to sue Ciroc Vodka, but he has dropped the lawsuit now because of his character. And he was probably going to win way bigger money than he had. But look how God allowed it. Now, because of his wicked actions, he loses all the money, including the money he has. All rights reserved.